Hey Fred, it's my pleasure to be here with you, spending this time with you, and just done a reading for you into your energy and your business. You won this along with someone else on the last wellness fair, so it's taken me a little while to do it. For some reason, I wasn't able to go in and do this for you, but today was the day. So that's why it's taking a little bit longer for you. Now then, so this is my reading for you. I ask a few questions. I'm listening into what your business wants to say to you. That's in the second half. In the beginning, I'm asking a question that I always do, which kind of opens the doors and allows us to sort of go in and find you. So how does Fred need to change in order to be more satisfied with his business? Now, when I say business, I mean money-making skill. I mean the mission that you're here to do. So what I find here is when I'm listening to my body, listening to the intuition coming through, it is so deeply relaxing. So what I'm understanding from this is, and then we have the shift. It's a deep surrender required. Now, not only a deep surrender from you, but the work that you do requires deep surrender from your people. When you're doing your real mission work, this is the deep surrender that is required from you and also from the people that you will be working with. And sometimes what you think that you're here to provide is not the full picture. So that means that things are evolving, that you are evolving, and what you offer is evolving. So there was a lot of gaps, there's a lot of quietness, and I find that so perfect for you. So one of my questions that I'm asking to sort of bring forward some information, because nothing was really coming from the question that I was asking, is what is the problem that you solve? So you take people away from their thoughts, that they're trying to figure out their problems, and give them the time to just be. I call this receiver mode. I call this being able to receive information when you're allowing the mind to step out of the way and the information and intuition to come in, to be able to provide the solutions to the problems that people are having. So when I ask what the problem that you solve, you take people away from their thoughts, that they're trying to figure out their problem, and you give them the time to just be. They don't know it, that this is what you are handing to them on a plate. Be open to your intuitive guide coming through you. So when I see you in your height, in your highest version of you, I see you like a Pied Piper. And if you know that song, you'll know that he's whistling a tune and everyone is following him, just kind of go, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Who's that? What's going on? I need to be part of that. I need to know about this. I need to do this. So when I feel into your energy, I feel you as the Pied Piper, and you have a following of really, really happy people, reassured, and they've got great relief. So I'm asking, the next question is, what's the solution that you provide? I keep yawning because it's just the shift in the energy. So the solution that you're providing, and this is the sentence that came through, okay with impermanence. Impermanence, like nothing lasts forever, nothing stays the same, everything's shifting, everything's changing. Okay, we're changing again. Okay, we're changing again. So okay with impermanence. Everything changes, everything shifts, everything restructures itself, everything gets rewired. Shapes change, landscape changes. You cannot build on old structures that will be broken down now. So your role is very, very important in helping the evolution of the population to understand that there's a new way to go about things, that they are to step aside, look at their intuition. It's very, very, very similar to what what I'm told that I do as well, but we do it in two very, very different ways, but very similar. So there's fluidity. There's the feeling of excitement and adventure. There's waves, there's rivers, there's landscapes. Everything shifts and changes. And to discover that the portal is on the inside of every single person. So when I say you take people out of their minds and their thoughts, it's allowing that portal to open, because we are the portal. So somebody can be an artist and that can be a portal. Somebody can talk to plants and that can be a portal. Somebody can talk to animals, my old doggy down here, and that can be a portal. But the portal that we're accessing is really the portal within us. It's where all the information comes through. It's where we know ourselves as multidimensional beings. Let's just talk a little bit more about that. So things are changing for the evolution and how others are going to evolve. Nothing is fixed. Nothing can be controlled. There's no more fear of survival. It is just pure and utter going with the flow. And that is what you are helping people step into and understand what that is. So my next question is, what's the offer? Because when I ask a question for you, it's like I'm given a little bit of information and then everything falls away. Now, this could be that you know all of this and everything falls away, like, okay, go with it, run with it. Or it could just be wait for information to come through. So I'm asking questions every now and again. And my next question is, what's the offer? You are so safe and you're creating a population, a pocket of population that it feels so safe with the unknown. To be really fluid, to flow, to change, to reshape everything in impermanence. Trust the changing landscape that will support you still. Even though we as humans have been educated that we like solid foundations, we like solid walls, we like straight lines, we like logic. There's so much more that needs to be done here. So trust the changing landscape will support you. That the world is working for you and on your behalf. You help people experience impermanence and be okay with it. To recognize impermanence, to feel safe with impermanence, to thrive through impermanence, and supported and navigated. This is a deep, deep, deep surrender for you and also for the people that you're going to be helping. So, and then I'm asking in the second half, what does your business or your mission or your money-making gift want to say to you? So this is where I'm asking the spirit of your business to come through and say something to you. So what I get here first is I see that you've written a book. I see that you've put some ideas down. I see that you're telling stories of impermanence and living in flow. That life is good and it works for you for your highest good, always. The world is always working for you for your highest good. So know why that is important now. This shift in operation without safety, flow, and trust in God, the evolution, you are at the leading edge of this shift that we're going through. Sharing that this is not just a concept, it's not just an idea. This is how we are going to be working, surviving, and moving forward as humanity. And it's a skill to be able to navigate yourself through that world, feeling totally okay with impermanence, totally safe with the new landscape. So you take people into new realizations, into new space and time, and see across thresholds and barriers and beyond into worlds of other dimensional beings. And you allow them to feel, you allow them to feel free and safe and liberated because they are okay in this changing world, in this impermanence. And even if something falls down around their ears, they absolutely get to trust, because of the work that you're doing with them, this too shall pass, everything's working out in my favor. Because they become spirit, because they allow themselves to go through the portal and they allow themselves to act and respond as spirit. So you're uneducating them in the world where they want solid foundations, solid walls, solid plans, solid structures. What I'm asking then again, and I get back, there are no rules to apply here, no musts, no shoulds, no effort, only flow. Feeling is to trust and faith and ease, adventure, not knowing what's coming next. Only your soul knows, and it's so, so, so much better. I don't think this reading was specifically for you to understand this process, although you do have a deeper surrender to go into. I think it's more about exactly the mission that you're here to do, the work that you're here to do, and it's okay to go forward with that on a much bigger scale. Hence the book and the presentations that you will be asked to do, and the stories that you will need to tell. All right, Fred, thank you very much. Part 2 of this is that you will if you have any questions, then you come back to me and we can just have like a face-to-face on Zoom or next time we see each other, and we can just go through what we think, what your questions were, and I can channel any answers just to give you a better explanation. So thank you very much, and congratulations for winning.